Hello everybody, so today I wanted to give you an introduction to this game, Iwari, which is a game I backed from Kickstarter. It arrived yesterday. It's a bloody heavy box is what this is, and this is a Euro game about kind of exploration and kind of tribes moving across landscapes and sort of taking land, and it's got some pretty premium quality pieces in here. It actually comes with a soundtrack. But this is a really cool looking game, so let's get over to the table, unbox it, and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so here it is. This is Iwari, the Deluxe edition. God, this box is heavy. This is an incredibly heavy game. You can hear it thumping around on my desk. Now, this is a really nice kind of back. It gives you a lot of flavour about what the game is about. So, on Iwari, there are no teeming masses, no continent-wide civilizations. Humanity is in its infancy, living in scattered tribes in the forest, tundra and desert. And then kind of gives you, more about the game. Now, so it's an abstract-like Eurogame is how it's described here, where players represent different tribes who endeavour to define their identity by travelling and expanding settlements into 5 different types of territories in a strategy game of majorities. And then it tells you all the stuff it comes with. Now, this is the Deluxe edition. This is the edition I got off of Kickstarter. Backed it way back when, and it arrived a couple of days ago now. This is July. So this game is by Thundergryph Games, which is a nice name for a company, I think. It's got a cool logo as well. And then it's a 14 plus 2 to 5 player game that takes about 45 minutes. Obviously, first playthroughs are going to be a little longer than that, but that's the general gist of it. You can see there's a lot in here. So let's just get in and have a look at that stuff. Just get straight in. I've got my knife, just going to slice down here through that cellophane. Tear it now because that's getting a bit tight. Flip the box over and let's see what's inside. Oh, there it is. Okay, so a nice box. Oh, it's got that new board game smell. It's definitely got that new board game smell. Lovely box art. So let's just tuck that to one side for now though. This is the rulebook. Wow, that's got a really odd texture to it. This is, I don't know what you would call it, but it's a textured material. It feels almost woven. Lovely quality there. Clearly very nice quality. But anyway, these are the rulebooks. I'll go through and actually look through the rules and potentially do a rules video in a separate video. But that's the rules. A quick flick through for you there, so you can always pause if you want to have a look. I feel like this might be the main game. Oh no, the void tokens were one of the extra things. This might be the expansion. But there you go. That's the rules. Lovely, lovely quality. It already feels nice, and that's only the rules we've gone through first. I was really surprised whenever I touched it. I thought it felt very almost tacky, but lovely, lovely rule books. So I put them to one side there. Some pop-outable pieces, nice shiny ones here. I think these are the different elements, and then some nice cardboard tokens here. I won't pop them all out. They're all dual-sided, not the same on both sides. I'm guessing these are score markers based on the fact that they go from 50 to 100. Whoops. So I'm not going to pop them all out, and then I immediately pop one out by mistake. Oh, I guess I'll just leave that as is. Purple backs, green fronts. Put that to one side as well. And then we are into the actual main stuff. So what I'll do is I'll take the boards out and show you the boards, just lay them out, and I'll just show you them one at a time now as well. So these are the boards then, and these are really nice. There's 4 of these, so I'll flip through them. But basically it's a relatively small board actually. I kind of expected the board to be a little bit bigger, but this is very nice. This is going to give you a really nice kind of play space to work with, and each of these boards is double-sided, giving you different types of environment and different plays. The idea, I believe, of having all of these different boards is so that games can be substantially different every time you play. So you can really see, like, this is a very island-based one here, where you're moving from island to island, whereas this one's also islands. This one's lots of kind of small adjoining islands, so there's different paths you can take. This one is one solid landmass, which is very different. So you can see just kind of how different all of these would be. just by kind of flipping through and looking at them all. So there's going to be 8 different game boards that you can play on, 4 physical boards, each of which is double-sided. Now, whether any of these require, you know, specific numbers of players, I can't tell from just looking. But either way, really nice boards. They're much kind of more compact than I expected. And that's good in some ways, because it does mean that you're going to have a good amount of table space available to kind of put these boards down on. Now, that's the amount of space to take up in a box. There's quite a lot in there. They're, again, quite heavy, quite good quality boards. So, putting those to one side, let's bring the box back. And you can see what's in here now. So there is another board. I think we'll get that one out next. Now, this board is the scoreboard. So, it's double-sided again. Double-sided scoreboard here. I presume one is probably the single-player campaign. And the other is the multiplayer. Let's do the smaller pieces. Now they come in these little crinkly bags. Oh, these are nice. These are really nice pieces. You can see just immediately that they're really well painted, really intricate and decorative. And these are your settlements. These are your different settlements. So each one is a different sort of tent, I think is the idea. There's a big, just kind of black bloomer there. So we'll get all of these out. And I'm going to pour them out and then show them to you as well. Okay, so these are the playing pieces we've got here. So these guys are your different kind of tents, the little settlements. So you can see here you've got red, yellow, sort of yellow anyway, green, blue, and this kind of orangey brown colour. Now these are your 5 different player kind of pieces. So you've got lots of different ones of these. And then you've got these purple ones as well, which I can't remember if they're the expansion or sort of an extra thing. An extra mechanic in the game. I can't quite remember, but these are, again, they're really nice pieces. They're all completely custom, completely unique, and very different to one another. The other bags have got things like mountains in, so these ones have got the different sorts of mountain in them, again, all painted, and then a couple of idols there. You've got this kind of just big black kind of obelisk piece, which I don't know what that is. Again, not sure what that's for. And then you've got these sorts of additional kind of totem pole things. And as you can see, everything here is painted or printed. I think they're all just screen printed, and they're really, really nice looking pieces. Now, unfortunately, they all came in those little terrible bags, so you do have to use the one big bag that they provide to put them all in, but that's okay. I mean, that works well enough. All of these pieces will easily fit in this bag. So that's all of those pieces there. Let's bring back the box. I'm just going to push it in and slide everything out the way there, which is a nice mess I'm sure I'm making. Just to look at the last few pieces that are actually in this box. So we've got different cards, 2 decks of cards here, again with lovely artwork on them, and we'll look through the cards shortly. We've also got a metal first player icon. Now these are always, or often a thing within the Kickstarter exclusive ones, particularly having these metal first player tokens. They're not necessary, just nice coins that you can get and almost sort of collect them. And this is a lovely one. This is no different to any of the others that you might get. This is a very nice, high quality piece of metal with a nice engraving on it. Now these totem pole pieces are for each player, and what they basically are is stackable pieces that can be placed on top of one another, and all of these are interchangeable. So red ones can be put on top of orange ones and vice versa, blue ones, and so on and so forth. And that's kind of how the game works. You kind of take the different locations on the map and you build your totem pole. And if you've managed to get more of the totem pole built, I think you get more points, I think is the general gist of it. But these pieces are particularly nice. So again, I'll take kind of one of each of these out to sort of just show them to you in isolation. And we'll kind of then have a look through the cards and give it an overall kind of review of everything. So here they are. They've all got really nice detailing on the top as well as on the sides. So you can see each one has a different kind of arm. I guess these are called arms. or wings, I guess. They've got a hole in the bottom to allow you to put them on top of one another, and each one you can see almost has a different element to it. Almost feels like it's got different elements. This one's got like an animalistic sort of stag on it. This one's got like a constellation. This one feels very earthy. This one feels very watery. This one feels very, I don't know if this is crafted or what you would call that. And then you've got the purple one again. I don't know what the purple one is all about, but I think it's an expansion one because these are the actual player pieces, these ones here. But if you look, you can see there's a clear sense of sort of the wave, the water clan here. They've got these really lovely arms on them. And then same here. This one's wind, isn't it? That's wind or weather or something. And the nice wings. So the sky. I wonder if this is just the sky tribe or something like that. Yeah, this one's got animals, and then it's got like this kind of mountain print and like little, I think it's a hog and then a bird. Such detail in here, and then a person's face. So really nice stuff on here. And then more constellations on this one. Like that, turning that all the way around, lovely. And then this one is just like kind of these kind of cracked or maybe branch patterns. These are supposed to be branches, aren't they? So this is clearly the earth or the wood tribe or whatever you want to call it. But really nice. These are just lovely looking pieces, and you can see there's a stack of each one over here, and they all stack up. So they stack up nicely like this, and then this is what they look like, you know, when they're all stacked up. Spin them around, and that is kind of one of the main draws to this game, these pieces. Now they're this kind of they're a plastic, they're almost a soft plastic, but like kind of tough, if that makes sense. They feel, I don't feel like cheap plastic is what I'm trying to say. It's a nice kind of plastic feel to them, and that's then all the pieces in the box. The only thing we've got left then are these cards. So we'll start with these cards, and we'll just have a quick skim through. I'm not going to go through what anything does, kind of gameplay, and the rules and stuff. As I say, always in different videos those are going to be. So here are these. Again, lovely feel to them. They've got this really nice kind of textured feel. They've got that kind of woven linen feel. That's what I'm after. There's might be a slight kind of dog earring already, unfortunately, on some of these cards. Been tucked around, but beautiful backs even to the cards, and then we'll just have a look. So this is a nice totem pole. The artwork here is one of the really nice things about this game. The name of the artist on the box, I haven't got it close enough to me right this second to be able to tell you what it is, but let's just slowly look through this artwork and just have a quick feel for the kinds of things on the cards. And you really, I think you can really start to see the ideas of these different tribes here, all these different styles, the different environments that you're living in, so the plains and the mountains and the tundras, the desert. So I think these are really all about the environment. The river or the lake, I guess that is. Are they the same? Not quite the same. Similar artwork, but with slight differences in each one, I think. And we've got these purple ones. Now these, I believe, are supposed to be sort of deities. These kinds of kind of godlike figures, and these are one of those really, really nice things about the artwork. Just really beautiful, kind of stunning, almost kaiju-like creatures, more majestic than kaiju. They're not monsters. They're godly. They're ethereal. They're serene, and they just feel kind of important and grandiose. So that's one deck. That I think that smaller deck might actually be for the expansions. I think all of that might be either the single player or the expansion stuff. And then this is going to be our main deck of cards that we use for the kind of the main game, I guess. And again, they've got these nice deity figures on the cards here. Sort of masked figure, the deserts. These are all exactly the same. And then you've got there you go, the sort of woods or tree deity. I love these. I think these are really, really beautifully designed. and just this sense of scale that you get by having them paired with the environment. Really just like it helps to hammer home how grand these godly figures are. And there's the one from the box, which I believe is the sky goddess or something. So skimming past these, because these are all the same, these ones, so just don't want to spend too much time flicking through cards. And then the mountain goddess, I guess this is. Really nice. That's got a much more kind of menacing feel, but you know, very much the god of the hunt almost. And then there's a sort of spearhead here, so I feel like that's what that's going for. Skim to this, and the god of the river or the waters, I guess, or the rain maybe. But you know, just lovely stuff, just really lovely stuff. I think that's the last one of the kind of god cards, the deity cards, and then you've got the rule cards. Now these are the basic rules, so we will have a quick look over these. I think they're all the same, yeah, same, one for each player. I like to look at these in the unboxings just because it gives us a sense of the game. So 3, 2, 1 rule. You can play up to 3 cards to place up to 2 pieces in one territory. There you go, very straightforward there. So you can place 2 pieces in one territory by laying 3 cards. Really nice. Place 1 piece for each biome card. Now I assume these are the biome cards because they are all the gods of the different locations, I would guess. 2 biome cards of the same colour can be used as a wild card. So that's quite nice. So if you've got 2 of these, oh, that's 3, but 2 of these can be used in place of 1 of the, say, water cards if you're trying to grow in that tundra environment or whatever. So in unexplored territories containing no pieces, only a single tent can be placed. In explored territories containing 1+ tent of any colour, up to 2 pieces, tents and totems can be placed. There you go, really straightforward. So that's the basics of the game, trying to get these cards in order to place your tents and your totems to take the land. And that seems to be the basic premise, and that's really straightforward. Then we've got scoring. So you've got scoring for your tents. So count the territories separately. Tied players score full points. So first with the 1 point for each tent in the territory. Second, 1 point for each tent belonging to the first player. Oh, I see. So the first place gets to count all of the tents, whether they're their own colour or not. Second place gets only the tents of the person with the most tents. That makes sense. Third player gets to count the second player's tents. Oh, that's a clever mechanic to make sure that you're always getting slightly less points than the person ahead of you, but also making sure that you aren't trying to put in, like, you know, like 10 tents in one area and then someone else comes in and puts in their own 1 tent to get second place, but second place is still worth 10 and their first place is only worth 11. So that can be a really interesting scoring mechanic there. Totem scoring, count each connection separately, starting from number 1 and proceeding in ascending order. Players with totem majority in both territories receive 1 point each for each totem in both territories. I don't really know what that means. I may not have said it particularly well, but scoring your totems there. Tied players both score full points. So if you get a tie, it's not splitting the points, you just both get full points. Nice that they specify that. Not a lot of games do. And then settlement scoring. A settlement is formed by 4 or more tents of the same tribe that are uninterruptedly connected by 1 or more paths. Oh, that's really nice. So you can see in the image here, it doesn't have to be in one territory, but it's along a path. So you're scoring along paths, you're scoring within territories, and you're scoring your totems. So nice sets of kind of different things you can do and different ways to get points there. Really nice. I like this a lot, and that's your 5 scoring cards there. And that's all the scoring cards, all of the cards. So with all of that, that's everything that comes in the box for Iwari. And this looks like a fantastic game. I love the pieces. It's a really high quality game. You know, really high quality materials, craftsmanship, and it looks like a really impressive game to play. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be other videos, probably a how to play Iwari and maybe even a kind of a run through of the rules as well. So keep smiling, thank you very kindly, and I hope you enjoyed the video.